do it big, big. Everything I do is big, big. And you know I do it big. Oversized, big. Oversized, nigga, big. Oversized, big. Oversized, nigga, big shit with my partner down. I do it big, can't do it little. Nigga, I'm on my grown man. Big shit, no small things. Big, oversized, big. Oversized, nigga, big. Oversized, big.
Yo.
Hello, what it do?
You already know. It's your boy, Mr. HBOT.
Right.
And you are welcome to the Making America Black Again podcast. This is one of your hosts, the biggest. And we have our other host, co-host, 50-50 partner, even though he said he ain't got that much time on the intro video, but
That's
you know,
praise. That's praise.
hey, Mr. Paw Fred.
Hey!
Congratulations. Well done.
You better know it.
Clutch.
You better know it. What's up, everybody? I'm the
going
old
on?
man
What's going
in the
on?
conversation. So I'm giving the perspective of back in the day. So you know, just call me Pawpaw Fred. We good.
Yeah, man. Mr. Paw Fred. Hold on, Paw. I gotta let me do something real quick. Okay. Put that over there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh no. You know what I'm saying? We all to the good, man. We all to the good, man. And we you see today, man, we talk about Chat GPT, harmful or helpful. So what is your take on it, Clutch? What is your take on it?
Well, I mean, again, as being the senior of the group, of the team, again, my take is that technology is a useful tool, not to disparage technology. However, I think with the human mindset, humanity tends to take tools and get lazy. You don't put the effort in to really advance yourself in a proper manner. You're just taking it as an opportunity to be lazy. I don't have to get up and put pants on. I don't have to think. But that's just again, it's my opinion, my view on it. And if you have a view on it that you want to talk to us about, please, let us know. We'll bring you in, and you know, we're not that type of podcast or talk show or media outlet and social media where we're going to try to tell you what you can and can't say. Say that, but now within the realms of the social media uh, responsibility. But I mean, if you got something you want to get off your chest, by all means, have at it. And that's where my co-host comes in.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm trying to pull our um media up on this other screen to make sure. Yes.
It's just something about going live, y'all, that gets people in this particular mindset. Where they have to do certain things, or they forget to do certain things. And here it is that we're new. We're Make America Black Again. And yes, you can do with that title as you will, but that's what type of time we're on. We're about turning the country around to the right mindset that we had, unfortunately, when America was great. It was because Black America, was being prosperous.
Okay. Gotcha. Look, 'cause Look at this, sir. Mm-mm-mm.
What social media outlet are we on right now?
We're actually right here on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So by all means, everyone, jump on over to our YouTube. It was because Black America, was being prosperous.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. We're actually
There we
on
go.
YouTube.
We in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you like I did that, don't you? I did that. You know what I'm saying? I was over here learning a few things last week when you was over there playing. You heard me, sir?
Yes, sir, I did. I most
Yeah,
certainly did hear you.
I
And
was asking.
and I am appreciative of your efforts to get us going and move us right along in the grand scheme of social media so that we can
Yes,
find
sir.
us a place and a safe space. This is a safe space for you to say what you need to say to contribute to the topic of the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that includes the people. If you don't like it, don't like it, man. Come on in or give us a comment. Subscribe, hit the like button, what have you. You know what I'm saying? What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna give you clickbait. So we're not gonna say this is this and then get in here and it be something different. We're gonna talk about what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, just feel free to come on in and talk about it with us, or just sit back and listen if you feel the urge. And hopefully you'll learn something, or you'll change your mind about something, or we'll put you in a position to where you feel empowered to say something. Because a lot of things are going on in the world right now, and it's not about what we talk about, it's what we do about. Like back in the day, we used to have this phrase that we used to say, "Don't talk about it, be about it."
Right.
That's a Florida phrase, by the way. Don't nobody else try to claim that. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. Be about it. That's straight out of Florida.
Yeah. I say don't talk about it, walk about it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
that's
doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah, that
yeah, but that's
doesn't.
what that's
No,
that's we done changed. That's what the
no.
they
That's just like the Chinese after they get our music and then they want to change it. Get a slogan we got and then they. But some of them dances be tight now. I be like, dang.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah, they do that
I know
thing.
you've seen it where the Chinese people don't took the HBCU marching band techniques and have applied them to their celebrations now. So now
Oh
I ain't even gonna hold you. I want to go to the Chinese parade because the
uh,
marching bands, them drum majors be getting it. And I'm like, yo, wait a minute. Is this Jackson? Is this Southern? Is this Grambling? Is this Prairie View? Is this Quinn? What the devil? Mizzou? Who put the greens in they chicken fried rice?
I tell you.
I'm sorry. That was probably, I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean,
Mm,
that's the thought process. Go ahead.
let's
What you were
do it.
saying?
I said, let's see what they got.
Yeah. So at any rate, we're gonna have some serious topics on here, and then we're also gonna have some fun. So don't be afraid, like I said, to come in, comment, what have you. We're gonna read the comments back, good or bad, and we're gonna try to answer them. And put out, like I say, we're gonna make this platform to where you can come in and check it out, and you'll walk away with something. You know, even if it's a new hatred for the culture, you'll walk away with something, and we're fine with that. Whatever it is, as long as you walk away with something. You know,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
it's
Everything.
like
I mean,
Halloween that I don't celebrate. You're gonna walk away with something. It might not be them zoom zooms and wham whams, you know what I'm saying?
I
But you're gonna come away with a sneaker ball or almond joy, or what's the one
hey,
that the kids don't like, but everybody always giving it to them. Uh, 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 what is that? Milky Way.
Milky Way. Hey man,
Whatever happened to the whatchamacallit? Anyway, we getting sidetracked.
Hey man, you know.
My bad. We getting sidetracked. We start talking about Candace. But we were talking about on our other social media site, we were having a discussion about Chat GPT and whether or not it's a tool or if it makes you a fool. Look at me. Put that on the t-shirt.
Hey,
And my co-host and we had a guest in TK, a good friend of mine, and he's very technologically savvy. He does his own 3D printing. I watched this guy.
hold on. We had Mr. TK just into the building. Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, again, this is who I was just talking about. TK, how he's again technologically savvy. He does his own 3D printing. Built it from the ground up. Also, I sat personally and watched him build this awesome supercomputer from the ground up. We won't talk about that too much because of federal and legal purposes. But at any rate, he built.
I was just gonna ask. I mean, do you do any Generation 17, 22s? You know what I'm saying? Anything like that? But that's
It's always got to be that one mother that tests somebody's. Boy, man, you know what? Hit him with the knowledge, man.
Oh man, no, that 3D printing, man, is just like Chat GPT, man. That 3D printing in the wrong hands could be deadly, man. You know what I mean? Because you can 3D print pretty much
I'm from
anything.
Texas, so I believe in your rights. I believe everybody have the right to do what they want to do.
Yeah,
That's the best way I can see it without saying is incriminating myself.
yeah. I'm sure gonna have to pull up on you and get with you when I do pull into Texas next time. I need
Absolutely.
some things 3D printed. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to
Well,
ship too, because you could 3D print stuff and ship it in the mail and all kind of stuff, man.
Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
that's the beauty about it.
well, the
And can't
concern
nobody
for
say
me,
anything about it.
the concern for me with this technology and even with the 3D printing is that as again wonderful. Don't get me wrong. As wonderful as all this technology is, as wonderful as all of these capabilities are, like you say, in the wrong hands, it could be a problem. But also, when you take it and you use it without a purpose,
Right.
then you get into a situation to where it dumbs us down. It makes us fools, idiots. Because it's like, I'm not going to think about this. Hey, Chat GPT, give me this right here. It's a complete difference to me is if I Googled something, because one, when I Google it, I gotta read it, or when I look into it, go to the library and look it up, or when I find some type of reference that I have to go to and get it, I still have to put thought into that so I can make that my own, as opposed to Chat GPT just giving it.
Right.
Absolutely. It still takes creativity.
Yes, it
How
does.
so? Explain it.
Because you can ask ChatGPT for anything, but ChatGPT is going to give you a worldwide answer. It's not going to give you a personal answer. So if you're trying to do something that represents your creativity, you're not going to have your personal touch to it. It's not going to look like your material. It might sound good. It might look, whether it's art, any form of art, it might look good. It might sound good, regardless. But the person will know, yeah, but it just don't have that TK twist to it, you know. So you have to
Right.
make it your form, regardless of what it is that you're doing. You can ask for an answer, but again, ChatGPT is taking knowledge from everything in the world, so it's going to give you its best reference of what it can come up with. At the end of
Right.
the day, if you can't make it yours, then it's still not yours.
Right. That's just like when we first started, we went to Chat GPT and we was like, oh, give us a podcast format to Making America Black Again. And it ran down scripts and topics and all this other stuff. And we looked at it and we were like, okay, so that's cool. We can use that. But it wouldn't be us if we followed that script. It gives you a good outline. We could do that, but we tend to like want to come on and freestyle it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what makes our podcast ours. You know what I'm saying? We're not on here looking at a script, reading the script, and doing none of that. You know what I mean? So just like how TK said, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes this podcast ours. So remember, Clutch, we went to Chat GPT. Remember the script they gave us? They gave us a nice script. Oh, talk
Yes.
about this, talk about that, talk about this,
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that would have been a boring ass podcast. You know what I mean? And I looked at it when you said it to me, and that's why I didn't never go back to it because that's not how we wrote. You know what I'm saying?
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
You know,
It's like
live when we go in.
because when you talk about artificial intelligence, from my perspective, again, my opinion, and it may be out of my ignorance, but when you talk about artificial intelligence, you're talking about an outside source. You're talking about a lot of compiled information that has come together, okay? And out of that compiled information that has come together, it pulls out the necessary sources, the necessary information, and then it gives it to you in a comprehensive text. Cool. But isn't that what learning does? Because if I take 55 years of the knowledge and experience, I'm taking a plethora, a world of information, and I'm putting it into one place, and then I'm pulling out what I need in order to make it my own. Now, if I
Right.
use it properly, fantastic. It's articulate. You know what I'm talking about. You can see it, what I'm saying in our culture. See what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm talking
And it's mine, even though it's from all of this outside information, it's mine because I've twisted it that way. Whereas with Chat GPT, it's making us lazy to where it's like, it's saying what I want to say, so let me just run with that.
I mean,
So I think that's up to the user because there's a difference between looking for an answer and wanting to learn an answer. You can go to Chat GBT and look for an answer, and cool, you can get the answer that you're looking for. Or you can go to Chat GBT, get the answer, and then you can also ask them why does it work that way? Because it still have the option to learn. I think there's a difference between consciously thinking and a difference between unconsciously thinking. A person that's unconsciously moving, they're just looking for an answer to get by, right? But if you're consciously aware of what you're doing and you want to know why it works like this, okay, if you're understanding why it works like this or why it's doing what it's doing, then you're still learning from it. It's not just
right.
giving you the answer.
Just like the University of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Now, me and
Yes,
Clutch
sir.
did to get us up and rolling. We done been on the University of YouTube. That's how we got to this point here. You know what I'm saying? We could have went to Chat GPT and asked the same questions and it would have told us, but sometimes Chat GPT ain't really gonna give them visuals unless you buy a subscription. But the University of YouTube, okay, did YouTube dumb people down? Or did it help people, you know what I'm saying, to give
I
them the
think
answers that
I'm sorry. I think that's a little different because the University of YouTube is the same as if I went to college and sat in a classroom, because my professor is giving me the information, challenging my thinking,
no,
giving
it's
me the
not.
information,
I type
and
something on
expecting me
YouTube right
to
now,
pull out
ask
what
it
I
how to do
need
it,
to
and
get
it's
to
gonna
the
give me a
answer.
video, and it's gonna show me. I didn't have to go do nothing. I could how to change brakes on my car, and it's gonna give me a video, and I'm gonna watch the video, and boom, there I go. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's
Now
the
I'm out.
same as if you sat in a classroom because TK,
Okay,
Yes,
if
sir.
I
you
ask
remember when we were in
hold
gym
on,
class
Clint,
and
Clint, hold on. Just
uh
like right now, if I ask Chat GPT how to change the brakes on my
mhm,
car, it's gonna
mhm.
tell me the same thing that YouTube telling me, except for YouTube's gonna give me a video, and GPT is just gonna give me the words. So it's like reading out a textbook, or you know what I'm saying, going to see it visually. That's all it's
You're
doing. It's
absolutely right, because it's just the
the same
same
exact
as
thing,
we used to have these books back in the day. You can buy them from the auto parts store,
and it, and
and
it,
it'll tell you about your distinctive make and model and how to repair different things on the make and model.
oh yeah, the master,
Used to cost about 19.99 for that book, but
yeah, that master repair book, yeah,
right, and it go through your whole. But now, because of technology, you can get that same information off of your phone.
right.
However, listen to this. Okay. ChatGPT is an AI chatbot that uses large language models to understand human language and generate responses to a wide variety of tasks, including answering questions, drafting text, and writing code. Again, when you take all of that into bringing that all together, it's doing your work for you. There's no, to me, there's no you in Chat GPT.
Oh, I disagree.
Talk to
Hold
me.
on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go. Let's do this.
Step into Wix Studio, the new web creation platform built for agencies, where creative freedom.
Write me a 2,000-word essay on artificial intelligence. There you go.
Now you know the
Welcome to
the
this
University
tutorial
of-
on how to use ChatGPT, the revolutionary AI chatbot created by OpenAI. This state-of-the-art artificial intelligence allows you to generate conversational text to any questions you might have. It can even code for you. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set up an account and how to use it, because there's two different interfaces that you can actually use. For now, the AI chatbot is completely free, but if I check my usage page, I can see that every request costs me around 2 to 4 cents. So in the future, this will be paid, but for now, you can use it completely for free. But only time will show how much it will exactly cost. Alright, it's time to get you set up so you can use this revolutionary technology for your own benefit. For the very first step, you'll open your browser and type in chat.openai.com. You can also just click the link in the description below. Then in order to use it, you'll need an account
Right.
with OpenAI,
And
the
you-
company
pause
behind
that.
this.
I
So
get
simply
what you're
click sign up
saying.
and say create an OpenAI account.
Uh,
Here you fill out a new
that-
email.
Yeah, that's a commercial for them, and that's fine. That's great. Yeah. But anyway, what I'm talking about here is, like, back in the day, we had this TV show, and I'm sure you guys are old enough to remember Star Trek.
You like
And
how I
on-
brought that in like that now.
Yeah. University of YouTube is awesome. University of
Yeah.
YouTube, man, will have you building rocket ships at SpaceX.
But no,
You know,
I'm talking about on here. See, remember last time we was on here, we couldn't bring in nothing from another screen. We didn't know how
It
to
taught
do
you how to
anything.
do that.
Yeah, we went on University of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask Chat GPT. I could have, but I was like, okay, I want the visual answer. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the University of YouTube. It's the
But
same
that's
thing, man.
not
And it's
artificial intelligence. That's real world intelligence, just seen through video. So it's
Yeah,
like if
but
you
even
were in a
ChatGPT
like when the
can give
COVID
you
hit and everything was shut down, and we had to have Google Meet and Zoom,
Zoom. Yeah.
and everybody would the classes would be on Zoom or whatever platform that the schools would have. They would have those on Zoom, and the teachers would be able to teach through video.
Right.
And then a lot of times, depending on the technology that you had, you could answer and interact through your iPad or your laptop or what have you on the computer with the teachers. So it's real time.
Right.
So and then now they also have these videos. Harvard has a video set up, a program set up to where you can learn how to code from Harvard professors online for free. Plug. And it's called edX. I, took classes myself, and I'm a semi-coder. I'm still going through it, about a year-long class. But anyway, you can learn these things. Whereas Chat GPT
Mm-hmm.
does it for you. It just said
Right.
it. Writing
Right.
code. I don't want him to write my code. I want to know how to write code. Like
I could-
like
well,
TK told me earlier. TK said, hold on
ask
one second, I'm gonna give it to you.
ChatGPT how to hook up my system to, you know what I'm saying, to work on SoundStream, but
Right.
I can only read the information that it gives me. I have to sit here physically with the cords, plug in, plug out, turn this up, turn that down. It ain't gonna come over here and hook this shit up. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So I will say this: ChatGPT will not directly give you 100% of the code that you need. And the reason being, I can say that from experience. Again, I build computers, 3D printers, I program in a couple of different languages, but I've never worked in terminal. Everything that I have to do on my 3D printer, no matter how much COBOL I know, no matter how much Python I know, no matter how much HTML I know, it didn't help me with terminal. So me trying to write the code, because I originally asked ChatGPT, I was like, hey, write me a script for my 3D printer. And it was like, okay, well, what parts do you use? And I went down the list of what parts that I use, asked my configuration. I wrote my configuration, and it gave me some half code that still doesn't work. So I had to go in, learn how to work terminal, learn how to use Python through terminal. I wrote my code. After I wrote my code, I had small issues. Now with my code, I was able to upload it to ChatGPT and say, hey, what did I do wrong? And ChatGPT told me what I did wrong, showed me what I should change and why I should change it. So I still had to do the groundwork. It's not going to do 100% of the work for you. You still have to use your brain.
Okay. Okay. Because
When going to ChatGPT looking for when you're looking for answers, sometimes it can give you a direct answer, but a lot of times you're still going to have some type of reference. In my case, I had to upload a reference of what I was doing so ChatGPT could have a clue of what it was I was doing. So the groundwork still had to be done.
Okay, awesome. But then that's the same thing we were talking about when I was asking you about the differences in Microsoft, Apple software, as opposed to Linux. You know, Microsoft is decent, Apple is better, or the OS for Apple is better. However, Linux is that dog.
Linux is the best,
So, but
but
the
that's from
common
user
guy like
perception.
myself, when I look at Linux, all I see is
Yes, Linux. So it's all in perception of the eyes that it behold, right?
uh,
Because for a average guy that knows nothing about what's going on, you can log into Linux and use it as a regular computer, yes. But say you want a game on a Linux system and you can't figure out why is it that this GPU is not working with the Linux system. Well, Linux does not have driver supports like Microsoft do. On Microsoft, you can go in and download whatever drivers that you want. With Linux, you have to go into terminal. You have to find your own drivers. You have to run the git pseudocode to bring the drivers in before you can even make that GPU work. And even once the GPU works, there's no support for it. So you have to create your own shaders. You have to come up with your own settings. So it's all about perception of the person that's using it when it comes to situations like that. Because I swear by Apple. I love Apple. But as a programmer, I swear by Linux. You know, it depends on the person and what the person is doing. So I feel like all three different interfaces have its pros and cons. It's just about what it is that you're doing or what it is that you want to do, what you're looking to do, and how easy that you want it to be. When it comes to accessibility and easy, then Microsoft is easy. I feel like Microsoft has made the world dumb, if anything. you know,
I agree. Style.
Oh, I'm over here trying to do our YouTube channel. Hold on.
While he's doing the producing, behind the
Yeah.
scenes work,
Yes.
yeah, I feel you on that, T. Um, and then here's the thing too. When you have those, like you just said, with Linux, and you have to also interact. That's all I'm saying. I need it to be a useful tool, but I needed to include me in it. I need to be able to, turn that ratchet. I need to be able to, pull out that reference. I need to be able to, write that particular code and know what I'm seeing and what I'm doing, and not making it to where, if you, for instance, the cheat code, because a lot of times these kids now they're taking it and they're using the product to do the work, to write papers, to write like I saw it, and it was I guess it wasn't necessarily a cheat code when you put the information in and you say chat GPT, give me the financial projections for the next 2 quarters. Okay, cool. I get it. Because that's your company's proprietary information. And chat GPT is they should have found a better name for that. But they're putting together the information that you put in to help you to be a tool, a helpful like Excel. Go ahead.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was me. I wasn't trying to come in. I'm over here trying to answer the survey to get our
No, I was
demographic.
saying go ahead and answer that if you could.
Oh, man, I ain't even paying attention. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm over here answering these questions, trying to get our demographics built up to drive some people to our channel. Hold on. What was the question? I ain't gonna lie. What was the question? Do the main lead? Yeah, I got to focus on it. But where you went? Huh?
Take it to the towel.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm over here. Do the main lead?
Yeah,
Identify.
no, I had to
I
take
got that.
a commercial break in there. That's why I was trying to hand this thing off, so we wouldn't
Oh.
have that space in there. But yeah,
Oh Lord, I am.
but that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's like now to me, that would make sense in a situation like this, being that you're as a producer of the show, one of the producers of the show, you could use that particular platform to help you assist you in getting it figured out quickly. That is what I thought Chat GPT was it was a okay, I need to get this information, I need it now, and then I'm gonna take like doing a resume. I need a resume done. Okay, chat GPT, here's my information, make me a resume. Then once they make that resume as a template, then I go in and I say, well, no, this is wrong. I don't like the way this sounds, or this is this and this is this.
Absolutely.
And then I make it my own.
Absolutely. You can do that. It works both ways.
Okay.
But again, that's when you get back to the point of an experienced person and a non-experienced person. It's no different from being in school because guess what? Now, me and you sat in class together plenty of days.
Mm-hmm.
I could have easily, hey, Fred, let me get the answers. And I could have got the answers from you, turned my paper in, being done. I didn't learn anything.
Right.
But you
That's
did. So
man.
when we both walk into that job, the difference between me and you is experience. Yes, I got the answers right, but I don't understand why I have it right. You have the answers right because you did the work. So this is ChatGPT is not new. Cheating has always been a thing. But the question is, when you're sitting down asking for the answers, are you taking the time to understand why you're getting the answers that you're getting? Because guess what? I'm not against dummies. We got to be honest. I don't feel like everybody should be dumb, but I'm not against dummies because guess what? The more dummies we have, the more chance that I have to be successful above you. If you're not going to do the work, then that's fine. We always now, Mr. Cervantes has said this 1,000 times. We always need somebody to cook our burgers. You understand me?
Man.
So if you're not going to do the work, that's fine. But I took the time to do the work. Yes, I use the same system as you, but I took the time to understand why it is that I got the answer that I got. That way I gained that experience. Should I cross this problem again, I don't need you the second time. I've already got what I needed from you. And I hold this knowledge now. So I'm able to use this knowledge and apply this knowledge to everyday living because I chose to sit down and understand why I got the answer that I got versus just saying, hey, give me an answer so I can go. So
And
it's all about user experience.
but see, but then that's what I'm talking about. Because because of that fact, let's look at it. Yes, you're gonna have those lazy people who don't want to put in the necessary work at the moment or whatever to really contribute and do their part. But then if you turn that around now, because you're innovative, because you're a go-getter, and you're motivated to go to that next step, now I'm going to charge you for being that for being that dude, that for being him. You know what I'm saying? Not that you just inherited something or what have you, but you actually went out, earned it, built it up, made it your own. Now I'm going to tax you to to support the guy that wants to sit at home and do absolutely nothing.
Yes. Okay, so if your AC unit goes out and you have a guy that's experienced, but he charges you $1,000, and then you have a guy that has less experience, but he only charges you $500. The experienced guy, he can have you up and running within the hour. The non-experienced guy, that he still have the answers, and he can get the answers, but it's going to take him about a day or two because he still got to troubleshoot and figure it out versus the guy that's experienced. You're going to go ahead and pay that $1,000 to get your AC back on. It's hot in Texas versus paying 500 to a guy that's have to search for answers.
Well, now when you put it that way, that pulls me back to like I said, I'm the old guy. So that pulls me back to the Shade Tree Mechanic or Uncle Leroy at the street. Those guys, as experiences, they did have some experience, but they didn't have their own shops or they didn't have, their own businesses or what have you. But they could fix anything. So you call them in, you say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you X amount of dollars in the case of bill, and can you fix this for me?" And they get it done. However, you're right. You know what I'm saying? My grandma used to say all the time, you get what you pay for. So when you pay for those companies to come in, the AC company to come in and repair, the only problem I have with that is with Uncle Leroy and them up the street, I'm gonna get my repairs at cost. Whereas with let me see for a better term, LP air conditioning. LP air conditioning is gonna come in and give me a 50% or more markup. So that filling say recharging my unit, I may have a 3.5 pound unit. So to recharge my unit, they're gonna, it probably cost them about $25, a pound. And I don't know for sure, just saying it may cost them $25 a pound. They're gonna come in here and they're gonna charge me $150 to $200 a pound to recharge my unit. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, and I get it that you have that experience. Yeah, it's just like, now being a technician, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I had some medical issues and I had to retire early. But when I was there, I mean, it was ridiculous. We was hitting them in the head, you know. A pair of brakes that you can go to your AutoZone and get for, $55 or whatever and go ahead and slap them on your vehicle. You coming to me, I'm charging you 400, 450, $500 to put them brakes on. And that's again, you're not paying for what I do, you're paying for what I know because I'm gonna put those brakes on professionally and I'm gonna put them on in a timely manner, get you in and out. Whereas if you did it yourself, depending on your level of experience, it's gonna be all day or not at all. And then you're gonna be running around here whistling every time you turn a curve. But
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I get it from that aspect, you know what I'm saying? And again, you can't um control morality, I guess. Everybody has to have their own code of ethics and understanding. But I just think that when you give people the opportunity to be lazy, they're gonna take that lazy way out. I say
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they're gonna take the lazy way out. Why
Oh,
why put the effort in to go and get a degree or to go and learn a trade that's gonna benefit when I can go sling burgers and I'm making just as much as you are. Matter of fact, I don't even I'm not sure, but I'll look it up to be sure. The person at McDonald's that's, and they ain't even slinging burgers no more. You just putting it on the thing and the timer's going off and putting it on the bread. But they're making just as much as a welder or a incoming plumber or something like that, like 17, $18 an hour.
well, yes and no, because now we're talking about accessibility. Because if you flip a burger, then that's all you can do is flip a burger. You're gonna have to go to another burger place to flip another burger. Versus me, if I'm a welder, then I have more accessibility to jobs that's in the market than you will.
Right. But here's the thing. I don't have to go to another place to flip a burger because I'm making the same money you making, even though you put all this effort into it and you're making
I
a
don't think it's that close. I don't think it's that close. McDonald's, they make about $12, $13. A welder make between 19 to 25 starting.
hey, TK, I'm not TK, Style, look that up.
What, McDonald's?
How much a McDonald's employee makes an hour as opposed to a welder, entry level. We're talking entry level. We're not talking about management or nothing like that. Entry
No, I'm
level.
saying, what are we,
Ask Chat GPT.
minimum wage? Minimum
No, we ain't
wage?
talking minimum wage because minimum wage is different depending on the state.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they have the average overall, but when you actually get into the states themselves, that number gets up and down. I think the
Right.
national minimum wage now is what?
Okay, hold on. Well, going to
In Houston, a McDonald's cook makes around $14 on an average. According to Glassdoor's, there are claims of up to $21 an hour for experienced cooks in certain locations. Yeah, okay. So if these guys are making $21 an hour at a McDonald's, where are you living at in the world that you need to make $21 at a McDonald's?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
Um,
Right, right.
it is
you're
only 50.
if you're making $21 at a McDonald's, you live in California, absolutely.
Yeah, but over here it's 15. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
and that's what
saying
same here.
15.
Same here. In
Well,
Texas, it's
but
15.
that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about labor costs,
Okay, look.
there's no way that a person working at McDonald's should make anywhere near what a welder makes, or a plumber for that matter, or an electrician for that matter.
Hold on.
I don't think it's that close because a plumber makes 120 a year.
And if well, that's what years of experience. We're keeping it at an entry level.
Entry level, they're not gonna make less than 50. Entry level, they're not gonna make less than 50. No McDonald's
Entry
worker
level,
is not coming close to
yeah.
50.
This
McDonald's worker,
average pay 2025. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual salary of welders, cutters, solders, and brazers in 2023 was $49,940, or about $23.53 per hour.
Real quick, y'all, sidebar. Why you didn't use your newfound skills to pull that up into the feed, Mister?
Uh, listen.
I'm sorry, it's a cheap shot. My bad. I had to get him back for that opening line with our guest TK about his GM model and T72s and all that old crap. Those
I
are
tell
tanks,
you,
by the way. Excuse me.
I tell you, sir. Hold on.
There we go. Pull that thing up and show us what you're talking about. Let me see what you're saying. Now, this is the definition of see what I'm talking about. Excellent.
Salary.
Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. Get us in there, sir.
You want well in America.
What you was just reading. Oh Lord. Not YouTube University.
Yeah. How much can you make as a welder short? I'm gonna just go to freaking what's the name? Hold on.
Well, I don't understand why you didn't ask our buddy, our new friend, Chat GPT.
so it doesn't matter where you look, they can only give you a concluded answer.
So Chat GPT really is just another search engine.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah. ChatGPT is Google on steroids.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
But Google has AI now. You can go to the Google AI tab and not even have to type nothing in and talk to
All right.
Google the same way you talk to ChatGPT.
Oh,
Right here.
matter of fact, Microsoft has the same thing, Copilot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, they done changed the name a couple of times. She was Corona, Copilot, Microsoft don't know what they want to do in life.
There you go, right there, sir.
Okay, read it to us.
In
Show us what
20
you learned in that education.
in 2025, the average salary of welders varies based on experience and location. Here are some key points. The median annual salary for welders is approximately $48,940. Entry level welders typically start around $32,000, while experienced welders can earn over $60,000.
Okay.
Specialized roles such as underwater or pipeline welding can significantly increase earnings, often exceeding 60,000 annually. Factors influencing salary include geographic location, work experience, and industry demand, with states like Alaska offering higher average salaries.
So when you say a McDonald's worker and an entry level welder makes
Okay,
the same, yes, but here's the
depends on where
difference.
you at.
A
Depends
McDonald's
on
worker does not have the potential to make up the $60,000
no.
versus an entry level welder.
Well, I mean,
That's,
if
Because if you
that's
make it,
no, he's right about that one. You gotta
well, no,
work your
because
way up in McDonald's to get to that, to where you're a manager and
well, no, 'cause
and
he
then
over
you
there in
getting all the crazy
California
hours.
making $23 at McDonald's. Shit, you can make $60,000.
Yeah, but just like Alaska, the
$23.
cost of living is enormous. You got a gallon of milk in Alaska is $8.
Okay, but so we're not taking into consideration of the format of the time sheets, right? So if you're a welder, 9 times out of 10, you're working 8 hour days or 12 hour days, right?
Right.
When you're a McDonald worker, you don't have a set schedule. You might work 2 days, 3 days this week. The next week you might work all the way through. So it's no guarantee that you're going to get your 40 hours. So it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't matter if you made
That's
fifty
true.
dollars an hour if you only work 2 hours a day for
That's
5 days a week. So
true.
I mean, I feel like it's a lot that goes into that. If I know that I can go to work and I got a guaranteed 40 hours or I got a guaranteed
Oh,
60 hours, so that's 20 hours of overtime. Like
okay. There you go.
I'm gonna take that.
God dang. Okay, Alaska. What we got? Cost of living in Alaska updated October 14, 2025. Total with rent. One person, $24.40. Uh, without rent, $999. Rent and utilities, $14.41. Food, $721. Transport, monthly salary after taxes.
Well,
The monthly
well, that's what I'm saying. We understand when you add in the cost of living. Cost of living does matter. So obviously, uh, but like you said, even though you're making, the same amount as a welder, you're only getting those 2 days a week or 3 days a week. There's no set schedule. You're not getting a set 50, 60 hours a week like a welder would. Not to mention, you have the bell curve to where once you've gotten so many hours a week is at a difference, whereas you're just paying more in taxes.
Okay, let's go. Let's look at this.
Well, your
All right.
president said after 40 hours, you can't be taxed.
What you say? I knew I love that dude for a reason. And I don't care what nobody say.
And me too.
Hey,
I don't like everything, but he is a
Well,
little
you're
okay,
not
here we
gonna
slow.
go.
like everything. I didn't like the homosexual things that Obama did for us when he was in the
Yeah, I
presidency.
mean,
But it's
yeah,
the other things that he did that people don't really talk about for
yeah, but
that,
thing is, man, like,
like he fixed the economy. Remember, we had that big old housing bubble. He fixed that, you know what I'm saying? Or his programs and policies
he the
fixed it.
reason,
The
he
the
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 reason.
Obamacare situation, you know, even though the insurance companies didn't like Obamacare, you have to think about
I
this.
didn't like it either. I got penalized.
Well, that's not the way it should have worked, you know, because the
You
way
gotta think
Obamacare
as a
worked was that the insurance companies, instead of the medical field charging you these exorbitant rates for these inexpensive things, like where in the world you're supposed to pay $1,500 for a bottle of saline. Make it make sense. When that bottle of saline off the rip is only purchased for like, maybe 15, $20 a bottle or a bag. But when you getting it
so
in the hospital, they charge you 1,500.
yeah, so I think it was good for people who needed insurance and stuff like that. But so when Obama was in office, I was still a young bull. And me being a young bull, there was no way I was stepping foot inside a hospital or a doctor at all. So it was no need for me to have insurance. Each year that I didn't have insurance, I got penalized for not having insurance. I got penalized 500 one year. Then the next year it was 1,000. And the
I
next
don't know.
year it was
I can't
1,500.
recall because I remember my insurance was through the company, so they were just taking out for my insurance, and I was paying about four, no three. I was paying $375 for a family of four,
Yeah, but
and
what
that
I'm
was
saying
that
is that
was.
if you didn't have insurance at all, when it was time to file taxes, you got penalized for not having health
Oh well, yeah, of
insurance.
course, yeah, most definitely.
But
But that made
e-
sense because if you don't have the insurance, whatever, however, that's why it was called the Affordable Insurance Care Act. If you don't have the insurance, then that means that the rest of the taxpayers are paying for you to get hospitalized. So in effect, when it comes time to do your taxes, you need to pay that money back.
No.
Yeah.
Again, me as a young bull, I
Uh-huh.
I was in my 20s, my younger 20s. Never
Right.
went to a doctor. I never went to the ER. No, nothing. Why do I, a person who does not use the healthcare system whatsoever, why should I be penalized for not having insurance that I was never going to use?
Exactly. Because it is, again, and I can say this at the time, I'm paying, like I said, $375 for a family of 4. I ain't going to the doctor for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, and also, and it's kind of a cheat code, being a veteran, I could go to the VA, and based off of my percentage rating of disability at the time, I could either have to pay a small deductible or nothing at all, and go get those things done at the VA. So, technically, I had a little cheat code, but for the average person who didn't have that VA additive, you're still paying that money regardless a month, regardless whether you go to the hospital or not. So at the end of the year, you paid, about $4,000 out of your a yearly amount, you know what I'm saying, for insurance that you didn't even use that year. And you're doing that year in and year out. If you go a decade, you've paid 40 grand into insurance that you've never used.
Yeah, that's retarded.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing. Because what is insurance? Just in case stuff happens. So, when my heart failed, man, I was glad I had insurance. Man, who was glad they had insurance was me, because they'll roll you out there in the hallway and be like, "Hey, we'll get to you when we get to you." They used to call the hospital here in Waco. They called it Killcrest. As you go in that, TK, didn't work at Killcrest.
Yep.
I mean, it got so bad to where they changed the name. It's Baylor Scott & White now. They haven't found a funny name for Baylor Scott & White. That Killcrest was something real.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Let's go to the cost of living calculator.
Oh Lord.
Okay, we'll go.
You got to kill us with the cost of living. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, we got we y'all. What we're gonna go. What city?
We're in Waco.
Okay, hold on.
Waco, just like no state tax. I mean, just like Texas is like Florida. We don't have a state tax. So we get all kind of breaks here.
Not enough.
Well, they need to do some auto insurance. They keep lying with that clickbait to get you to go and put all your information in and check the site. But I need to do something. I'm a veteran, man. I need to look. I need to be paying $50 for full coverage.
Listen.
Okay. What's the household income we looking at? 50 grand
in Texas?
No, yeah, I'm saying.
What did you got? Waco? Yeah, 50 grand, 49K average.
Okay. All right. Well,
but we're a college town, so you got a lot of broke. Now, make no mistake. Even though we got Baylor, which is a very expensive university, their parents got money. Them kids broke.
But y'all are 15% lower than the cost of living in Tampa, Florida. Transportation is 9% lower. Food cost is lower. The only thing y'all have is entertainment.
You got to quantify that because our bus system. I lived in Tampa before, so our bus system compares nowhere compares to the Tampa bus system. And our bus shut down at night. Tampa and Orlando run 24 hours.
Okay. A medium
But
apartment.
those are international entertainment hubs.
Hold on, let me go. You say transportation?
Yeah.
Your transportation? Oh, they only giving you gas. They ain't going nothing other
That's because
than
everything
that.
is so close. We're a small town.
Yeah.
But
We're nowhere compared to the size of Orlando or Tampa. I think we may have 100,000 plus in the actual city of Waco. With the surrounding area, we got like a million when you add it all into like a metroplex type of thing. But the city itself, Waco proper, I think is on like maybe 150,000.
But it's, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you making what's the McDonald's salary out there?
About $14, $15.
The same thing here. So I mean, you going different places. I mean, you making 14.50, you making, well, ours gonna be $15. Did y'all minimum wage go up to 15 this year?
Don't
I
believe
believe
so.
so. Yeah, so y'all just like us then.
I
So
just told you Florida and Texas is not the same.
about the same.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. They are the same.
but it depends on where you at in California. 'Cause I was looking at the
So
California.
Texas is open carry, and so is Florida. They're the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
if you're making $14 an hour for 40 hours a week, and you take that 40 hours a week times it by 4,
You
and you
gonna
take
bring
that
home
4 and times it by 12, it comes out to 26,000 a year. Can't nobody live off of that.
No,
hell no.
barely.
Can't nobody
And
live
you
off
better not.
26.
And you
And
better
that's
be
that's
single.
before taxes. That's before taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
look,
you better
okay,
be
so
single and living at
like
home.
like you just said with the Tampa, okay, San Francisco, California. Oh, let me pull it back up. So yeah.
Oh, that's got to be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's 78% higher. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be that way because
The housing
they,
costs
they,
193% higher.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
Two-bedroom apartment in Tampa run you 1,700, and in
Right.
California is $3,862.
Come on.
The median house price in Tampa is 453,289. 3 bedroom,
Right.
2 bath. The
But
median
that's
house
what I'm
in
saying.
California is 1.4 million.
Based off the cost of living,
Yeah.
the
So yeah,
McDonald's worker is going to make what a welder makes, and almost 8.
that's what I'm saying. I would see why you would pay McDonald's workers $23, $24 because shit, you
No,
can't afford a 1 bedroom.
I'm not.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, a McDonald's worker in California, you would have to make $23, $24 just to afford the damn 1 bedroom.
Absolutely. So when I worked for Ferguson, I got sent out to Paris, California to help open up a warehouse. Everything there was so god awful expensive that I literally ate sausage and crackers until I came back home. There was no way I was paying 13, $14 for a burrito with no sides.
And where?
That was in Paris, California.
The minimum wage in Los Angeles will increase to $17.87 per hour, effective July 1st, 2025. But even at $17,
You can't
you can't
survive.
survive. Hell no. 17.87. Oh hell no. Yeah. Even what happened to y'all? Oh, I can't hear nobody. Oh hell, what happened?
You
TK,
lost me?
yeah, I lost you.
There,
How
there
about
you go.
free?
You got an echo though.
Yeah, turn your reverb. You hitting over the probably turning knob.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, look at this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Even at 1767 an hour, that's 35,000 a year on a 40-hour work week. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're single with roommates, you good. If I'm single, right, and it's 4 of us in the apartment, okay, and we're all making 35K a year, which is probably about 28K after taxes. We'll say 25. That's $100,000 household. You telling me we live sweet?
Yeah, but watch your take on it. Fred, when you met me, I was a young college kid working, flipping a burger, and taking care of my family off of that flip burger money. I was still able to survive. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the degree to hustler because you over at Taco Casa, you was selling more than tacos, and I don't mean drugs.
Well, you
But let me
can.
just say this:
A lot of people
sharing.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to stuff a
Yeah,
business.
but
You can't
we're
put
still doing it off of a Taco Casa salary though.
yeah.
You know, it still got done. Times was different. I think my rent was probably about $650 a month versus now pay $14.75.
Right. Of course. And but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you were there, that was a temporary position because you were in the process of moving up. You know, and then when you moved up big, and you were smart. You made smart investments. You know, and then you were you're a go-getter. So you want to invest this, that. You were going to take steps. I mean, remember now, you was over at Anderson Farm. You know, and you was
Okay,
making
let's talk about it.
and then
Remember my house I had.
you moved up. You know what I'm saying? You weren't just flipping no burgers. You know what I'm saying? You went back there, say like it lived at home, making a few extra dollars.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is at the rates that I was making, the money that I was making, I was still able to provide for my family. That's not doable now.
Right. And I think that was a reason for that. And the reason for that is because again, with advancement, you know what I'm saying, technology wise, it was everybody was supposed to step up to the next level. You have to get you something because with technology, again, they just finished testing out the remote tractor trailers in Houston. They had the tractor trailers driving like a month down in Houston on those highways and byways and roadways, no driver. And guess what? All of them certified with passing colors, with golden, the flying colors, whatever. They all were, it was the technology worked. And the problem with that is that, over time in the next coming decades, they're going to phase out because of now we don't have to pay the driver, so we don't have to carry the extra insurance for the driver. We carry the insurance
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you, look at it.
Absolutely
Technology
not.
does a lot of times.
So you can replace people with AI all you want, but you cannot replace humanity. You cannot replace instincts. And those machines still require instincts. A machine has no right to decide to make a decision regarding whether a human live or die. And that's ultimately what you're doing when you put these things on the highway. So I don't think those machines will 100% be operated without a human. I believe that it's still gonna take an operator to be inside those rigs.
Okay, but even if you reduce the truck driver population by a third. That's a lot of people. That's millions of people. And those millions of people are no longer going to get lunch or get dinner or stop at the pilot and get watch a movie or take a shower. Those are millions of dollars that are going to be lost because of AI.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's time to move forward.
Okay, but if I've been a 30 years truck driver, but I got a bunch of more years left in me to truck drive. And you just cut my job because of AI.
No, they're not. And so, not everybody, but not every company believes in that. Nor can every company afford that. But again, if you're a single truck driver, those rigs are not going to be operational alone. It's going to require an operator. Now,
But this go ahead.
you might not have to be behind your wheels. And honestly, the reason I feel like that's not as of a bad thing because it will lower the standards on the requirements needed. Since you don't have to be a fully operator, you're still going to have somebody to perform maintenance. You're still going to have somebody to be on those long road trips. Now, if you're just going from here to up the road, okay, cool, whatever. No truck driver want to do those short trips anyway because they're not paying. The people who's going right up the road is making minimum wage on those
Yo,
rigs anyway. They're making $20 an hour.
hey, good
But
people.
if you yo,
I don't want to have to. We gotta get us the time. We're gonna come back in. I just looked at my phone. I gotta be in. Gotta get ready to head in. You gotta jump.
All right. Well, hey, play us out with our outro. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Thank y'all for joining us. We hope to see you again. Hope there's something you like. Anybody didn't like it, let us know that too. This is Make America Black Again. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna have some merch in the description below. So check the description below. Get some of the merch. You know what I'm saying? Or just subscribe and come back for the next one. We're gonna be doing this again and again and again. Come and be a friend. Join in.
Like, subscribe, comment, leave comments, man. Let us know what you think, man. Let's keep on the topic.
Yeah. TK, talking my style. Thanks for coming in, TK.
Honorary you have to thank me in permanent now. Honorary host today, man. Got a lot of wisdom, man. Hey, let TK know our slogan, man. You know what I'm saying? Consistent people don't have to be great, but great people do have to be consistent, man.
For sure.
oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I like that.
And we out.
Hey, man. Until next time, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, cut us
We'll
off.
be back.
Hey. You got to go to work, man. Quit playing.
Oh, yeah. I did that.